Wendy.
Hi, Don. How are you?
Good, yourself? Doing some planting?
Yes, I am trying.
Awesome.
Yes.
Alan ready?
He's just gone up to Tanya's shop. Just missed him.
Okay.
Yes. You know where it is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay.
Thanks.
Go catch him there.
See ya.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Alan, where are you?
Don, what are you doing
You
here?
said 9 a.m. at your place, man.
No peace for the wicked. I gotta be beautiful for the show, don't I? I'm in here getting my hair done.
Did he put you up to this?
Whatever else Tony can do for me.
I don't know.
Tony, there's hope for your pop yet, isn't there?
Dad, it's going to take more than a haircut to help you out.
Things we do
no.
for our parents,
Oh
eh?
my goodness, I'm going to have to recruit help. Paul, can you help me with my dad?
Might take a while.
What? It's not that bad. Come on.
Might take a while.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Thanks, Colleen, for your help.
Anyways, we got a couple of great new bikes to try out.
All right.
How much more time for him?
He's done.
He's done?
It's
Done.
as good as it's going to get.
What? Come on, Tonya. Jeez. Okay.
Bye,
let's go.
Dad.
Don, I don't think it helped.
No, he still looks like the nutty professor.
Yeah, it's okay.
Nutty
Alan.
Professor, I know. Age with age. Well,
But
you know what?
you look great on a bike.
I need another hour there.
Yeah,
At least.
I don't think that would help either.
Oh well, you know what can you do?
Yeah.
But anyway,
So what do you got lined up for us?
well, you know what? We have some wonderful bikes in this area, and I have found a TZ250 Yamaha. They're a pretty rare race machine. It's not a road going machine. It's a pretty rare machine. But the owner has other machines that we can look at. I think he's got a Kawasaki triple and some other.
Nice.
And he's one of those little woodwork, you know, back in the woods machine shops. He does all his own work.
Nice.
He's a really neat guy. And
Do-it-yourselfer.
Do-it-yourselfer. So I'm looking forward to see what Paul has to show us.
And so to find Paul's place, we are riding through Simcoe County, which did not make the list of the top 30 roads in Ontario.
What's that all about?
I don't know.
You know, within an hour's ride of, or an hour and a bit's ride from Toronto, we have some fantastic roads here. You know, we have the Honeywood Road, through Creemore, down River Road through Creemore, and Wasaga. We have some great roads and runs through there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people stay on the
main.
main highways. And
Yeah.
they don't appreciate
Yeah.
the back road.
And we got 2 new bikes you managed to get us.
Yeah, look, you know, we have a brand new 2017 Triumph Bonneville 1200. A wonderful machine. You know, Triumph has been around for years and years and years, and they've had their ups and downs when the Meridian collapsed and things like this, but John Blur of Triumph has now brought us this beautifully finished and crafted.
This is certainly an up.
Crafted machine, and I can't, well, we'll talk about this later. I can't say enough about it. And on the other side, on the opposite side of the coin, we have Harley Davidson's new street rod, and it's a 750. And wow, what a little powerhouse. Harley, I think, is really now targeting the new generation market and offering another form of a ride to Harley riders, and sometimes first-time Harley riders, something that's going to really get them enthusiastic about getting on a Harley and get going. Anyway, I'm very thankful to Pfaff Harley for loaning us this.
And where did this one come from?
And this came from GP Bikes, and we'll talk about those later on.
Cool.
But anyway, 2 great machines. I'm happy to bring them to our viewers.
3 great riders. We're going to have a problem here.
The 3 Musketeers. Today we're on our way to Wasaga, riding through the picturesque Dufferin and Simcoe counties. En route, we'll be riding through the English-style countryside of Honeywood Valley and Creemore. On the way, you can experience a number of scenic lookouts and varying elevations with some fun twisties thrown in for good measure. Once in Wasaga, you can relax in one of the patio restaurants on the famous beach strip, on the longest freshwater beach in the world, reported to be 17 kilometers long. Wow.
So,
Quite the ride.
Yeah, unbelievable, right?
very nice roads. I mean,
Well,
this is a great area to be in, it really is.
Simcoe roads are unbelievable, you know.
And you
No.
can't beat the beach.
No.
Yeah.
Hey.
Longest freshwater beach in the world. How long?
17 kilometers, the longest
Nice.
freshwater. Yeah, fantastic. Right here in
the summer.
in Wasaga.
Although I'm not
So-
sure we're going to get a suntan today.
Yeah,
No.
It's a little frosty today.
Just a little.
a little.
A little.
But I
yeah.
heard you guys were test driving these bikes,
Yeah.
and I was really keen to maybe get a chance in the saddle, see how
Which
they
one?
feel.
You don't ride a lot
you
of
know,
Harleys, do you?
I've never ridden a Harley, so I think today is
Guess
the
what?
first
You're
day.
still not going to ride a Harley. I'm riding the Harley
Okay.
today
I'll take the
And
Triumph.
why is that?
because I can.
know,
Let's talk about the. This is Harley's new 750 street rod. You know what? Finally, somebody's listening. You know, I've been yakking on our website for a long time now, last 5 years, about getting a level entry motorcycle that the rest of the motorcycle enthusiasts can ride, and Harley's done it with this machine. Yes, it comes from a racing heritage, you know, but
But nice styling.
yeah,
I love it in the black like this. It's got a really nice saddle.
yeah.
Looks really comfortable.
Well, they've got the new X engine, which is is the new breed of Harley V twin that they put together with overhead cam and 300 millimeter front disc brakes. Lengthen the swing arm a little bit so they've got some more stability. You know, this bike looks like it wants to go somewhere.
It's very clean on the front end. It's got that sort of cafe style,
Well,
single gauge.
The front end lob out 37-degree rake's gone. Now we're
Yeah.
back to 27-degree, and this, you can see that this machine is purposeful built to be ridden. You know, cornered, and it's kind of a Street Fighter style. I like it. I like it in the black.
Now,
And,
well, I'm really interested in this new Harley. I'm very keen on this Triumph. This is a gorgeous looking
I'm
motorcycle.
glad you said that, Keith, because you're going to be riding it. No, it's a great bike. Hey, Triumph. Cut me open, Triumph.
You
Right
bleed
in
Triumph,
there.
Triumph?
yes.
I believe Triumph, yeah. So.
But very, very similar styling. Disc brakes, both front and back.
Can't
A
really
fuel
compare them. We
injector.
got, they're both open frame concept. You know, you've got a 1200 cc here as opposed to 750 cc over here, and I mean they're great bikes to put side by side, but they really have a different riding style, and they're it's a
Different
kind of
target.
different target market.
So
But the Bonnie, the Triumph have done. I got to hand it to Triumph. I keep saying it. People say, "Are you paid by Triumph?" No, I'm not paid by Triumph. But they've done such a great
Good
job
fit and
on the
finish.
engineering and the finish.
So speaking of riding,
Yeah.
I think we should go riding. Go see.
Is that enough talk? Are you trying to wrap me up?
Yeah,
Tom?
I'm trying to wrap you up, buddy.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
What?
Okay.
So where are we going?
Well, I think we're gonna.
That way.
What's Buddy's?
Well,
Yeah, so we're gonna head-
we're going to New Tecumseh. Okay, down toward the Beaten Way.
Okay. Buddy's
that's-
bike is a.
Yeah, it's. Well, it's in his living room. It's not all quite together yet, but he's got several that we're going to see. But he's one of those little guys that live in the woods, literally. And he has a little workshop in the woods with his lathe and everything else. And
Oh,
he
dear.
sits there and
Alan
makes
knows a lot of
everything.
guys
We're
that
in
live in the
trouble.
woods and have
Yeah.
all these little.
Well, I'm calling dibs
he
on the
makes
Triumph.
Dibs on the
so-
Triumph.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll
he's-
take the couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right, boys. Let's go.
Cheers.
After the break, we decided to look for a landmark spot, and what do you know? We found ourselves a brewery! Yahoo! In Search of the Ultimate Two-Wheel Classic is sponsored by... In life, there are only so many milestones. At Flato Developments, we focus on the details that matter the most when designing and building your dream home. Our commitment is unmatched. Visit us online to experience the Flato lifestyle.
MCG, winning strategies and programs leading to increased profits. Whether you're a new or established business, we can help you with sales, training, advertising, customer retention, and franchising. We also specialize in auto shop efficiency. More info at masterconsulting.ca. Also, by Integrated Media Production Group, producers of professional creative videos for advertising, instructional, or safety and training needs. Their team can work with you to produce all of your video resources from creation to completion. Visit them online at impgcanada.com.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Wonderful.
What brings you here?
You're the key man?
I'm one of the key men, yeah. I'm the brewmaster, Michael Hancock.
Michael, Alan, pleased to meet you.
Don.
Okay.
So, you know, we were doing a little tour of the area and we thought, wow, I wonder if there's a brewery in the area. And guess what?
You hit one.
We hit one. And we thought we'd come in and check out your facility there, Mike. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about it and a little bit about yourself.
Well, first thing is I'm a motorcyclist, which I think is kind of important. So
We hit gold. He's a motorcyclist
that's
too.
one of the reasons I came out to see you.
Oh,
Shiny red one.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So what do you ride?
Anyway, I ride a BMW, a 10-year-old BMW R1150R at the moment.
Nice, yeah.
And I rode one of these, a triple, in 1970.
Oh,
I
the
guess,
Triumph.
75, yeah. Yep.
Oh, wonderful.
Never been on one of those, though.
No, well, that's brand new. That's Harley's latest street rod.
Lovely.
She's a pocket rocket, and I'm still getting my hand on it. So Mike, how long have you been here with the brewery?
Well, what happened was when Molson purchased Creemore Springs a number of years ago,
Yep.
there were a group of people up
Yep.
around here who thought, wouldn't it be great to start an independent brewery again?
Yeah.
And that all started around 2010.
Okay.
By
Well,
2013, we had picked a spot, and we built during 2013, opened mid-2014, and have been going crazy ever since.
well,
Yeah.
Mike, that's a short period of time, isn't it, to start a whole brewery and
Yes.
get everything up and running?
Well, we invested quite a lot in here, an unusual amount, I would
Yeah.
say, and had a nice space to work with, and we had beers that had been around for a while, but let's say underappreciated and underexploited.
Well, it sounds like where you come from, that beer is a specialty, only to be properly sabred, right?
Well, that's true. And
Yeah.
the Germans don't do a bad job either.
No, they're good too, yeah. So, yeah, fantastic. And what kind of beers are you brewing here?
Well, I learned, I was with Molson 10 years, and then
Yep.
after that I was at a brew pub in Toronto that specialized in German beers.
Right.
And so I'm pretty much exclusively German, but we do have a pale ale here as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah, pale ale. Yeah, wow. It's fantastic. Well, the season's coming on now, Mike, you know, and the hot weather's coming, and we've got the beautiful beaches here in Collingwood. So
We're ready for it.
you're right in a key area right now. So wonderful. Now, do you do tours in the brewery?
Yeah,
or?
we do tours on the weekends for the public.
Yeah.
And I think you might have to call in advance. It's best if you do, particularly
okay.
if you're a
So
large
busy.
number of people.
Yeah.
But otherwise, little small tours we'll do all weekend, I'd say.
Oh, fantastic.
Always like showing people the brewery.
Well, unbelievable. So listen, would you mind if we went in and took a look?
No, absolutely.
Went inside and took a look at your facilities.
Let's do it. Yeah,
Fantastic.
let's go ahead.
You know, one of my most favorite buildings. Okay. Okay. Wow, what
All
a
right.
building. Good. That's fantastic. So anyway, here's your main cooking vats
This
over
is,
here.
this is the brew house.
Yep.
Oliver's up there hiding, and this is where all the cooking takes place for each brew.
Right.
And then after about 8 hours or so of cooking, we then, or brewing, boiling, whatever, we transfer what's called wort. It's not beer yet.
Yeah, wort.
It's a sweet liquid over to these fermenters.
Yeah.
And that's where the fermentation takes place. Everyone knows, sugar converted to alcohol and carbon dioxide. Takes about 7 weeks to make a lager. That's a long time in the industry, and about 3 weeks to make an ale. Then it gets transferred to the tanks on the end, and you can hear in the background some packaging. It's either going into kegs or into teeny weeny little kegs.
So what portion of your business is bulk and what portion is like packaged for retail?
It's about 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Right? That's,
Around
to me-
there. We have a lot of very loyal bars, but we are also in a lot of LCBOs.
Oh, nice. So anyway, this is fantastic, Mike. I really appreciate this. You know, sort of
Pleasure.
off the cuff. I mean, we get the man himself, right?
Oh, that's great.
And
appreciate it.
So Mike Hancock.
That was pretty cool.
Hey, can you believe it? Fantastic. I mean, we go into bring a brewery into our little show there, and we get a complete tour, and we get some beer at the same time.
Sweet.
Hey, that's
Drinks
double
for
payment,
tonight.
eh?
Drinks for tonight.
Yeah, and you were going to pay too. You got out of that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh. Well. So now, okay, we've We just had a great
I see
ride.
you've changed.
Yeah, I know. Well, I had to change my gear because look, we're going on. I'm on the Triumph next. So we've got to have everything right.
You style it, buddy.
And my own wardrobe now too. You haven't even got a wardrobe for me yet.
I know. Well, you took the whole trailer.
Oh,
So,
that's unbelievable.
There was no room for even my gloves.
Anyway, listen, we're going to take a trip up now towards the Honeywood area and more toward the south, and there's some great roads there, which I know quite well. So
And it's only like an hour from Toronto. Not even.
yeah, within an hour. Yeah, so you've got 10 million people live in the GTA, and we've got some fantastic roads within an hour's riding.
Cool.
What's wrong with that?
I like it, man.
All right.
I'll try out this Harley Davidson.
All right, let's go. Wow, Paul, fantastic. You know, we finally got to see your TZ250.
Oh, it's a beauty. I love it.
You know, they're a rare bike now. I mean, where do you find them? They're like hen's teeth, if you have one.
Yeah, it was a kind of a challenge to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you find it in one piece or several pieces or together?
It was original with all its old war paint, and it sat in a garage, I think, for 30 years.
30 years.
Yes.
30 years. Here we go again. Unbelievable. And it was completely intact. Was it raced or?
It was, as far as I know, it was last raced in 77.
1977. Yeah, wonderful. So, you know, the TZ is really kind of an icon race bike now, GP race bike, right? Because it was a very special bike when they came out, when Yamaha decided to build the TZ series.
Oh, it was.
It was a very winning motorcycle, won GPs, and they had the T50, a 250 version, the 500, and I think the 750.
Yeah, and they also had a 350
Oh, did
version.
you have 350?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was the 350. Yeah. I know Kenny Roberts, was pretty famous with Yamaha back in the 70s, and he won several GPs, I think, on a 500.
Yes.
But even my friends that had these said, Alan, they're just unbelievable. I have friends, I never had an opportunity to ride one, but I have friends that raced them at Daytona and other tracks in North America, and they said the thing was just an absolute bullet, you know.
Yeah.
It would just handle well, and it was just crazy powerful and crazy fast.
Yeah, incredibly light and powerful.
I just saw that. You just picked this up like nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
So the whole frame weighs how much?
23 pounds.
23 pounds.
Is the frame, yeah.
And what about the engine? Any idea what that weighs?
It's fairly light. I mean, you can, I don't know, that's 50
40,
pounds.
50 pounds, something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, aluminum tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fiberglass tail section.
Yeah. So what have you done to get this to this point right now? What have you done with the frame? I see you've got the wheels apart. You're redoing the wheels, and
I'm respoking the wheels. I stripped the frame, stripped the tank, everything actually.
yeah, everything's completely down to the last nut and bolt, redone and repainted, refurbished.
Yeah, and I actually tried to save all the original fasteners on it too.
Oh, I see. Great. So. What about the engine? What's been done with the engine?
This is all stock, all factory. It came with 34 millimeter carbs, Nicosil bores or chrome bores, dry clutch.
See that dry clutch?
Yeah, it was electronic ignition. Has a water pump. It's liquid cooled. It has a water pump here, and there's a rad that goes up front, up here.
Okay.
And yeah.
So what year is this bike?
It's 1975.
Yeah.
It's the second year for the TZ250.
Okay, second year.
250.
was the first year. Yeah. So you're, so you've redone all the suspension. You've got the engine. So how long before we can see this running now?
Probably August.
August.
I'm heading for August.
Okay.
I'm waiting for a few parts.
So I'm going to put that on our calendar.
Okay.
In August, we're going to come back and we're going to blast that down the road.
The pressure's on.
So how did you get into doing motorcycles? What's your background?
I'm a machinist by trade.
Okay, that's a good start. Yeah.
I was a machinist for 25 years. But I've always just loved motorcycles, and how I got into bikes was a friend of mine came up with a 1972 Kawasaki 750 triple. Yeah, and he came up to the cottage and he says, "Come on, I'll take you for a ride." So I got in the back, and he says, "Well, hang on to my waist."
Crazy, shouldn't have done that.
He says, "Hang on to my waist," and you know, I'm a man. I don't want to hang on to your waist. So I said, "No, I'll hang on to the back bar." So he says, "You'll be sorry," and he hit it, and my legs just came up and kicked him in the helmet.
Yeah.
And
Did you stay on?
I did, luckily, but yeah.
So yeah, they were crazy fast. You know. Well, that's great, Paul. So you know, I'm very happy that you've shown us your TZ, but I hear you got some other things that you're going to show us. You got some other machines tucked away somewhere on the property.
Yes, I do. Yeah, come on into the garage and I'll show you.
All right, let's go, boys. Let's go to the garage. Let's go and see what's going on. In Search of the Ultimate Two-Wheel Classic is sponsored by... At Plateau Developments, we firmly believe that building a community is more than just building homes. It's about giving back to the services and facilities that matter to the residents. Visit us online to experience the Plateau lifestyle.
MCG, winning strategies and programs leading to increased profits. Whether you're a new or established business, we can help you with sales, training, advertising, customer retention, and franchising. We also specialize in auto shop efficiency. More info at masterconsulting.ca. Also, by Integrated Media Production Group, producers of professional creative videos for advertising, instructional, or safety and training needs. Their team can work with you to produce all of your video resources from creation to completion. Visit them online at impgcanada.com.
Oh, there she is. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cowie triple. So, unbelievable. So, Paul, this looks like factory to me. Have you done some work on this?
Well, no, actually, I actually built it a few years ago.
Okay.
And been playing with it on and off.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, so the engine, you went over the engine?
Yeah, rebuilt the engine. It's a 500cc, 3-cylinder, 2-stroke. The frame is actually from an S3, Kawasaki 400.
Okay.
3-cylinder, 2-stroke.
So, was the S3 a little better handling?
It was,
Yeah.
and that's why I used the frame.
Yeah.
I raced the 400s for years and the 350s.
Yeah.
Basically the same frame, and I just loved it. I was so used to it that I thought, okay, let's put the 500 in. Let's see what they'll do.
So, how does that 500 handle in the 350 frame?
It handles very well.
Yeah, does
it does a nice job.
Yeah, because the stock frames on the triples were very suspect.
Yeah, the big 750.
There was a hidden hinge put in front of the swing arm somewhere, right?
Rumor has it, yes.
But guys like De Hamel still drove the hell out of them and won on them. I mean, everybody would say, you know, why doesn't that guy crash? You know, but he'd somehow survive and actually win races on the original triples when they first came out.
Yeah, he could really wring their necks.
Yeah. So, is this the original expansion chambers on there, or are these something that you've added on? I don't remember them being chrome.
These are actually they're called hooker sidewinder pipes.
Okay.
And I took a set of those pipes and another set of pipes and cut them apart and welded them together and just tucked them up underneath the frame.
You did that yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
And these are actually VW Stingers.
VW Stingers?
Yes, it was a common practice back in the day to when they had to silence the bikes a little bit for the track.
You had to put the Stinger on there?
Put the Stingers on, yeah. So I put those on.
Oh, interesting.
In fact, that TZ 250, it had factory Volkswagen Stingers on it to quieten it down.
Really?
Right from back in the day.
Is that right? Yeah. So, so this is running, Paul?
Yes, it is. Yes.
So, can we get to hear it run?
Oh, for sure, definitely.
For sure?
Yes.
Fantastic. So, boys, let's roll this beast outside and let's get this thing running. What do you think?
I'm in.
All right. Woohoo!
As far as you need to.
Ready to start? Okay, Paul, let's get this baby fired up. Wow! You know what? It's a really nice tune. You can always get that little bit of a burble on the overrun there. You know that they're pretty well in tune.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, that's great. Oh man, what a sound. The smell.
I know.
Let's go racing, Paul. Are you ready to go? Come on, let's get a leg over there again.
I know, I'd love to.
Hey, let's start at first kick.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's
I started
amazing.
up last night just to make sure.
Did you? Oh, well that's okay.
Yeah.
That's great. No, what a machine. That's ready to go right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are we going to move on to now, Paul?
I've got a little wee Honda.
You do?
Yes.
Well, I think we better take a little peek at your little wee Honda, laddie.
It's a cutie.
It's a cutie. Okay, let's go. Should we open the garage door?
Yeah.
Paul, this is a genuine GP racer.
It is.
Right? Okay,
Yes,
give us
it
the
is.
scoop on it.
This is a 1977 Honda MT125R.
M221.
It's a purebred Grand Prix race bike.
Where did you find it? Where did you find all of these bikes? But where did you find this bike?
In a garage.
In a garage.
In a garage. It was like the TZ. It
Yeah, buried
sat
away for a long time, sat and neglected, and nobody wanted it.
in its original war paint.
Yeah, and
yeah.
somebody knew you liked motorcycles and said, get that piece of garbage out of here. Paul, he'll come and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know what a great little machine. I know, and you mentioned, I remember that back in England, they had its own class.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It was incredible. It was about 26, 28 horsepower.
Yeah.
They wouldn't move until about 9,000 RPM.
Right.
It was geared so high.
It's got 14,000 on the clock, RPM.
Yeah. And actually the tack doesn't start till 5, if
Yeah.
you notice. But yeah.
Oh, it doesn't either. Tax starts at $5,000.
Yeah. And it won't move until about 9,000 RPM.
Yeah.
You know. But it's really a sweet little bike. It's pretty much all original. Tried to save all the nuts and bolts on it.
Yeah,
And,
good for you.
and restored or refinished it, I would say.
Yeah.
You know, rebuilt the motor. And
Anyway, listen, Paul, thanks very much for showing us your machines.
oh, thanks for coming.
You know, who would have known, tucked away in the woods, somewhere in New Tecumseh, right? That. But anyway, thanks for being on the show, and we really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you
and
for coming.
remember, you only saw this on In Search of the Ultimate Two-Wheel Classic, okay? Right here